Hello guys, Ime Gabe, and I hope your week is starting on a fulfilling note already. For us, it is still as hectic as it has been trying to fulfill the land requests of our clients. But I just want to take a few minutes of your time to share with you 3 major questions you should be asking whenever you want to buy a land. And if you don't have the answers to these questions handy, 2 things. You're either not ready to buy that land, or you want to be misdirecting your efforts, energies, and resources to where you should not be directing them to, which you should not be doing. And if you've ever reached out to me on a personal note, Gabe, please get me a land here and here and here, there is a sequence of conversation I've had with you as always had. After watching this video, go back to that conversation we've had, compare it, and you will see clearly what it is I'm explaining in this video. So, you want to buy a land. 3 things, major. The first thing I would ask you is, what locations are you looking to buy this land at? And you tell me, I want to get it here and here and here and here. All good and fine. I now go ahead to ask you, what is your budget for this location that you have mentioned? What is your budget for this property you want to buy? And many times, many times, this is where it gets funny. This is where many times you need an education. For instance, you say you want to buy a land at Ewed Housing, and you mention you have a budget of 10 million naira. I know that at that point you need an education on what is achievable with your budget and with that location you have mentioned. So I give you an education and I go ahead to suggest other locations that will also give you what you've asked for. Then I go ahead to ask you, what is your intent? Because these questions are interlinking. None is a stand-alone. These questions work together. So I go ahead to ask you, what's your intent for this land you want to get? Do you want to buy and build immediately? Or are you looking to keep the land for some years? Maybe with the purpose of reselling or developing later? What is your intent? And if you tell me you want to buy and build immediately, I don't stop there. I go ahead to ask you, are you looking to develop the land into commercial properties, maybe office spaces, shops, and things like that? Or are you looking to develop the land into a residential apartment, either private residential or rental residential? Whatever answer you give us will help us get you that property that you've asked for effectively. So what you've done by providing those answers is to effectively arm us with the information we need to get you the best of what you've asked for. These are major questions that you should be asking, that you should have answers to whenever you want to buy a land. Location, budget, intent. Location, budget, intent. If you don't have the answers to these questions handy, you may need to reassess your priorities. Probably you're not ready to buy the land. Probably you're not ready to buy the land because nobody wants to be wasting time on what you should not be wasting time on. So always have these questions very handy whenever you want to get a property. So I wish you guys a blessed week, and always reach out to us whenever you want to buy a land. And don't forget that there's still this option of buy a land from me and we'll manage the property for you for a minimum of 3 years and give you an annual return in those years. That offer is very much open. So instead of buying the land and keeping, you will now be earning from me. That's what we call passive income. So instead of just keeping the land, we'll manage it for you and give you an income on that land. So always feel free, reach out to us, refer our real estate services to whoever you know wants to get a land, and we will always be here to attend to your requests. So have a blessed week.